The favorite to win the Rookie of the Year award. He leads all rookies in rebounding and assists and is third in scoring. He's also averaging a triple-double during the Sixers' 14-game winning streak. Simmons was asked if any other rookie has caught his attention and said, quote, none. He was also asked who he would pick for the Rookie of the Year and said, quote, who would I pick? Me, 100%. I think I've been playing solid all year. If you look at the numbers, you will see people who know the game know. We're joined by FS1 NBA analyst Jim Jackson. Welcome, Jim. Good morning. Do you agree that Simmons should be the Rookie of the Year?
No doubt. And it's not anything against Donovan Mitchell.
Right.
I mean, my goodness. And that quote kind of looked like employee number 23 a little bit.
Yeah. Also, if you're in a client of Unclutched Sports, that's what you're saying.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't know.
Don't start. But here, I think a couple of things stand out to me. One, he kind of had that year to kind of see what the NBA is all about.
Right.
He had the advantage there. But two, his impact on the game is a lot different. Donovan Mitchell scoring more points at 20.
Yeah.
But his impact is different.
Right.
What Ben Simmons is able to do with the ball, how he impacts his teammates offensively and defensively, is a credit to him. But I think it gives him more value because you can't completely take him out the game because it's not just predicated on scoring. And to boot, he plays in Philadelphia. I mean, let's be honest. It's like real estate. It's all about location, location, location. He's in Philly. Donovan is in Utah, not a big market. So I do think that hurts him in some aspects. But no question that, to me, and it's not because Donovan can't play and he doesn't deserve it, but Ben, his impact has been, you just can't quantify it.
For me, this is a no-brainer. It's not even close because the way Simmons can impact the game more so than just scoring. If Donovan Mitchell doesn't score, he's not helping you win. He's less than 4 rebounds and assists per game. He is a scorer. Ben Simmons is an influencer. You look at the way he gets those guys those easy shots. 16, 8, and 8. 12 triple-doubles. When you can do something the great Magic Johnson didn't do in his rookie season, Skip, I think that speaks volume. And this is no discredit. Donovan Mitchell's had a phenomenal year. And had Ben Simmons not been here, see, I'll make a recommendation, Skip, that he should be disqualified. I don't like the fact that you come in, you get hurt, you get like Blake Griffin. You ain't a rookie. Your rookie year was last year. But those are not the rules that we got. Those are not the guidelines we have right now. But that 6'10" and a half monster reminds me of old young guy. You reminds me of old young guy.
Really?
Yeah, up in Cleveland.
Neither one of them could shoot.
Don't do that, Skip.
Magic
And Jordan couldn't shoot either.
Yeah.
But they taught themselves how to shoot. But this guy going to be unanimous. 16, 8, and 8.
Every time I brought up that Ben Simmons benefited from a redshirt season, you always shoot me down and say, no, you didn't. Well, you just said it. You said that it shouldn't count. He had a whole year of practicing with the 76ers, of figuring out how pro basketball works. What are the rhythms? How does it feel? Get a little stronger in the weight room, improve my nutrition. You get a whole big head start on anybody else in your rookie class, quote unquote.
Well, it's the NBA's fault because he should have came straight out of high school. So this would have been his third year.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, maybe Jim summed it up when you said Philly versus Utah, location, because maybe I'm the only one who stays up half the time to watch this kid play because he is electrifying a team that just went on a 28-5 run to the 3rd seed in the West. Are you kidding me? He electrifies this team with his playmaking and his sharpshooting because he can just shoot the lights out when he gets it going. And remember, 3 of his first 5 games this year, he scored 2 points because he was the 16th pick in the draft. I'm sorry, was he 13th pick in the draft? So, you know, I didn't see it coming at Louisville.
No.
And he got off to a slow start, and now he's had 2 40-plus point games, and he's had 5 30-plus point games. And he took a team that lost Gordon Hayward to the Celtics, obviously, lost George Hill, who wound up with your guys, lost Joe Johnson. It's just that nobody thought they were a playoff team. And now
Gobert was out, too.
Gobert was out for 26 games, and now they're the 3 seed. And he is a mere 6 feet 3 inches tall. And I don't care what you say. When I see Simmons stand up to Embiid, he's 7 feet tall. And by the way, speaking of Embiid, So Ben Simmons benefits from playing with the best center in pro basketball. When those two are together on the floor, it's just unstoppable, man. And I give you, this is a gifted passer, especially for 7 feet tall, and Ben Simmons, and just a gifted all-around basketball player who cannot shoot a lick and is a free throw hack-a-bin liability. He's shooting 56% from the free throw line, and he tried 11 threes this year and missed all 11 of them. And even from two-point range, he's shooting 56%. So he's not even at, I'm sorry, 36% from two-point range. So he's not even a two-point shooter.
He's in the paint.
Yeah.
It's either layup, dunk, or the little touch shot.
You know, but here's the thing, though, Skip. I think they both impact their team differently. You talked about the energy, the electricity that Donovan brings.
Yeah, and Ben does not play with a lot of energy. He's just really good at what he does.
He's great at what he does.
Yeah.
I mean, in regards to setting everybody up, that you love to play with him, you got to give Quinn Snyder a lot of credit. Yeah. I mean, Quinn, the way that offense is set up, and you're talking about the constant ball movement, the opening of the lane, that allows Donovan Mitchell to kind of do his thing, especially once they get out in transition. Right. But Ben, I think, is special from this perspective, is that he controls tempo in regards to how Philly wants to play. He sets his guys up to get them highly efficient shots. This is a team also like the improvement. It's about winning 50 games. Yeah. Nobody expected that from Philly in the East. So a lot of credit goes to Ben and his progression over the years, understanding who he is, He can't shoot yet. I think that will develop. But he's not out there trying to chuck threes either.
So who has the higher degree of difficulty? My favorite phrase. Donovan Mitchell in Utah, or this guy with Joel Embiid? Just of being good this year.
Ben has
being
more
the rookie of the year.
Ben has more expectations.
Well,
the process, because he's a part of that process. So now it's time for the process to bear fruit.
And he lives in Philly.
Time out. So in the Western Conference, which is far tougher than the East, Donovan Mitchell, you want to talk about degree of difficulty, took a team nobody saw in the playoffs, and he took it all the way to the 3rd seed as an unheralded rookie, middle of the first round
they're in the 4th seed right now. If they beat Portland tonight, they'll be in the 3rd seed.
They're going to be there, man.
Dame going to get them.
Dame's not going to get
them. Hold on. Let me ask you a question, Skip. Before Tim Duncan burst on the scene and had those great years, who was the greatest power forward to ever play basketball?
I don't know.
Mailman. Where did he play?
Utah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're good, you find. They'll find you. Ben Simmons, we hadn't seen anything.
I just don't think people have watched Donovan Mitchell play very much.
They haven't.
But if all you had to do, if you just watch Ben Simmons, what the display he put on Friday night against the King,
that was good.
The Fresh Prince,
that was big.
That's what he said. He wanted to be called the Fresh Prince.
And he brings the ball up the floor. He is a point guard.
But he just looks different. Though, if you were to mirror and have both games going at the same time, Donovan may be scoring more points, but then on the court, if you're just watching, it just the things that he does at his size, it's unbelievable.
Listen, Donovan Mitchell makes plays where I sit back and say, wow, and I look at Utah's bench, and they're all just looking at each other like, did he just do that?
But
you don't think he's lifted that whole basketball?
Yeah, no doubt. But he's a scorer. The best thing that
he's a playmaker, too.
Is that
kick it.
Rubio.
Yeah.
Rubio, I mean.
Yeah, he controls a lot of that.
He's controlling a lot of the tempo.
Does Ben Simmons not have as great an array of sharpshooters on the perimeter as there is in this league right now?
But you have
all of them can shoot threes.
But you have to know how to get him the ball in the right spot and when to get it to him. And he's doing that. It reminds me of old Young 23. That's what it reminds me of. Young 23.
Young 23.
Young.
But
not Jordan.
Which 23?
Real.
Original?
The real?
Real.
Wait, did you just call LeBron James the real 23? You dared to, you know what? We might get struck by lightning.
Anthony Davis, 23 too. Because he wanted to be like Bron. That's why he said he wanted to be like Bron.
Well, Andrew Luck, be ready for week 1. We'll discuss that next.